Mr. Mitch here. Today I'm going to be going over how to use TinkerCAD. So just simply go to tinkercad.com on any web browser, and then you're going to want to sign in. Now you actually don't need to click join now if you already have a Gmail account. You can click on sign in using Google, and select your school provided Gmail account. Now this will bring you to your dashboard. You'll notice I have a whole bunch of designs right here. However, yours will be blank the first time you open this up. So what we're going to want to do is click on Create New Design. Now TinkerCAD is a very easy to learn digital modeling program. So we're going to be using this work plane right here to create a digital model. Now, one of the first and probably one of the easiest things to do is to simply create a nameplate. So to do that, we're going to drag a box onto our work plane. So click on the box and drag it onto the work plane. When you drop, you'll see it drops onto the work plane. Now, to kind of view this from different angles and to move around, I have the option of either clicking on one of the options in this box right here at the top left-hand corner, or one of the corners, or what's preferable is to click and drag that little box all around. The other option, if you have a mouse, is to right click and drag, or if you're on a Mac, you can control click and drag that way as well. When digital modeling in 3D, it's very important that you're able to access all the different views around your object. Alright, so now we have it. To zoom in, we're simply going to scroll with either a mouse wheel or 2 fingers on the trackpad to zoom into our object. Okay, next thing we need to do is learn how to actually change the shape of this box. What we want is a flat rectangle, which we're going to put our name into. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to shrink this box down. Now if you put your mouse over one of these boxes along the side, or these black boxes, you're going to get the actual dimensions. Now this is all done in millimeters. So right now this is 20 millimeters by 20 millimeters by 20 millimeters. So 20 millimeters all around. I want to flatten this. So what I'm going to do is simply click on this dot right here and drag down. And we're going to make this about 10 millimeters or 1 centimeter high. I can then click and drag the length as long as I want. Now another option is to click on one of those dots and then go down to where the actual text is being displayed for the length and type in whatever measurement I want. Let's say we want to go 80 millimeters. When I hit enter, it resizes it. If I want to move my object, I can simply click and drag it around the work plane. Alright, so that's a good start off for now. Now we want to be able to put our name in, so we're going to have to add some text. I will need to resize this box in a little bit, but for now let's go get our text. Under the basic shapes on the right hand side, you will see that there is a text option that says text. When I click and drag this onto the work plane, I'm going to get a pop-up window right here that actually gives me the option of changing my text. I'm going to type in my first name. I can change the font if I wish right from here. And I can also mess around with the bevel, which is the curving along the sides, and the height right from here. Now we can adjust these things a little later on. So all we're going to do for now, though, is we're going to bring it into place. You'll notice as they intersect, they are the same height. Now you'll also see that currently my plate isn't big enough. So I can just simply click on it, drag it a little bit more, and move my plate in. Now you'll notice it is sometimes a little tricky depending on your view if you have multiple objects stacked. It helps to take a view from the side, or what we call an isometric view. This little triangle at the top is going to help me adjust my height. Now, there's one very important thing to note with this. I can simply drag this down a little ways, and when we export this file, it's going to merge all of these pieces together. So this would be my final project for 3D printing. And if I sent this to a 3D printer, it will come out just like this. The other option is to actually make this into a whole. Now when I click on my name and the options menu pops up, you'll see I have the ability to make it as solid or a whole. Now if I click on whole and give it a second, it's going to change this into a negative shape or a whole. What that's going to allow me to do is actually cut the material out of this base plate. So that's kind of giving me a little bit of a preview of what it would look like. However, to actually see the final product, we have to drag a selection around everything and hit group in the top right hand corner. When we group this together, it's going to merge the two together, and you'll see where the cutout was is now cut through into the shape. So it's actually removed that material. And here we have a nice nameplate that we could print. So both options work. They're making it a 3D shape, or using my name, it's kind of like a hole to cut through, like such. And basically that's what you do with TinkerCAD. You're utilizing the different shapes available here. There are different text, numbers, characters, connectors, different options over here you have. Different things you can drag out. If I want to add something to this, I easily could. Maybe add some little elements on here. Make it look a little more interesting. I'll just drag this little pyramid into the top corner and shrink it way down. You can move this menu if you need, if your view. Just to make something a little more unique. There we go. I'll just add that little pyramid here. I can also copy this. If you're on a Mac, Command C will work, and Command V to paste. And I'll drag one into the other corner. There's something to decorate it a little bit. Basically, you're free to use whatever tools and whatever shapes in your own imagination to make whatever designs you would like. That's simple enough for now. When we're all done, what we need to do is click on Export in the upper right hand corner. We want to make sure that we're exporting it as a .stl file and saving it to our downloads. Now you'll notice that it gives you kind of a random generated weird name. Just change that before you save. And here we have our model. In the next couple of videos, I will show you how to add these STL files onto FlashPrint and get them ready for 3D printing.